DepEd Diga City now brings you
Diga Eskwela, Thorough TV Eskwela.
Good day, everyone. I am teacher Chariza Lumantas Calamuhon. How are you? Welcome to school year 2020-2021. Our class this year might be different from the usual because we will not be discussing or seeing each other in the four corners of the wall, but we will still strive for better learning. Our first week of class will not be dealing with academic subjects. We will first start with psychological first aid. Have you experienced being stressed? Especially in our situation today. What are the things that stress you up? How do you handle stress? How you manage stress? First week of our class in this school year is not about your academic subjects, but rather it's on psychological first aid, helping others in times of stress. For what purpose? Of course, this to enable you to provide basic care, comfort, and support to people who are experiencing disaster-related stress. So, what is psychological first aid? This is the practice of recognizing and responding to people who need help because they are feeling stress resulting from the disaster situation within which they find themselves. So it is a help. And why is PFA important? Of course, it can help you create a wonderful environment after a disaster or stress. It can also assess what a person might need at a particular time. It helps others cope in the face of stressful events. And it provides immediate support to those in stressful situations. So, in our class, we start with PFA so that you condition yourselves for a new learning to take in after all disasters that had happened. And when would a certain event more stressful or traumatic? It is when event is unexpected. Second, many people die, especially children. Event lasts a long time. The cause is uncommon and the impact, it impacts a large area. Those are the things that makes event a traumatic one. But of all those negative events, how are we going to manage our stress? We need to set a mindset. Don't think of stress as a threat, a demoralizer, a pressure, overwhelming, debilitating. Don't focus on problems. Don't fight stress, but instead, take it as a challenge, a motivator. Take it as an opportunity, manageable, and energizing. You need to focus on the possibilities. Don't embrace stress. You need to see the world in bigger perspective. You need to see the brighter side of the world for you to survive and still manage to handle what life is. What are the traumatic events that had happened around us? Of course, we will not forget the earthquakes. And after that earthquake, we have COVID-19. And after that COVID-19 that is still existing up to now, we still encounter the floods around us, especially in Digo City. But of all those traumatic events that had happened, let us focus on the existing around us today, which is the coronavirus. What is this coronavirus? So, coronavirus disease, commonly called COVID-19, is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people who fall sick with COVID-19 will experience mild to moderate symptoms and recover without special treatment because those who are with COVID-19, we have this what we call as asymptomatic. Let us now know how does this COVID-19 spread because there are already thousands of people affected. So, the virus that causes COVID-19 is mainly transmitted through droplets generated when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or exhales. These droplets are too heavy to hang in the air and quickly fall on the floors or surfaces. There might be rumors you heard that these coronavirus are transmitted through air, but those are still assumptions. It is not proven yet that this spreads through air. Now let us try to know what are the symptoms of this COVID-19. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. So we have most common symptoms: fever, dry cough, and tiredness. We also have the less common symptoms: aches and pains, sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, loss of taste or smell, a rash on skin or discoloration of fingers or toes. And we also have serious symptoms of COVID-19, and that is difficulty of breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or pressure, and loss of speech or movement. Those are already serious symptoms of COVID-19. These serious symptoms, the patient needs to be hospitalized. And how can we prevent or get rid on the spread of COVID-19? What are the things we need to do? We can clean your hands often, use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. You need to maintain a safe distance from anyone who is coughing or sneezing. This is physical distancing. Wear a mask when physical distancing is not possible. But even if it is still possible, you really need to wear your mask. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth when you bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Of course, stay home if you feel unwell. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention because we already discussed in the previous slide the symptoms of COVID-19. Since we already discussed what a COVID-19 is, how does it spread, and how can we prevent it for ourselves not to be infected, we have the first activity, and you have this in your worksheets. The activity 1. I have this as an example, and you need to do yours. COVID-19. This is caused by coronavirus, and it spreads through droplets. And the prevention is disinfect always your hands. Now on your worksheets, you have it there, activity 1. And you need to fill in the blanks there and the graph. You need to write what are the causes, how does it spread, and the prevention based on the previous discussion on the different slides we have. And once you are done with the graph, in activity 1, you need to do the activity 2. This is make your own prayer to save the people from the crisis that the world faces today, which is the COVID-19. Write it in your worksheets. Always remember, class, it is health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver. Kalusugan ay ingatan upang sakit ay maiwasan. Thank you so much and have a great day, everyone. We will be discussing again the next time. Have a great day.